welcome back to my channel. It has been a while since I made a video, y'all. It's been so long. My kids have left me for the summer. They went back with their dad in Michigan. So um this portion of my YouTube channel is going to be dedicated to just taking care of the mental health of moms, whether you have a child with autism or not. Just making sure that you take care of yourself, make sure that you focus on your mental health, what is going to make you happy, what keeps you going, how do you keep your peace. So that is what we're going to be focusing on. So I just wanted to give you guys just a little background on me, my situation, what I've been through that have made me make some of the recent choices that I've made, and just to be kind of like a motivator to those who feel stuck, because I've felt a lot of ways that I know a lot of women feel. So just to tell you that you're not alone, and also to just encourage you to, whatever that next move that you're thinking about making, just make it. All right, y'all. So yeah, I'm gonna just give y'all a background a little bit. Okay, y'all. So we're just gonna start off with why I came to Texas. So why I came to Texas. First of all, my mom has been living here for like 2 years before me and the boys came. But what led me here was I was living in Michigan, and I was in a situation. Um, Basically, I had my kids when I was young. So I had my first child who was diagnosed with autism. I had him when I was 20 years old. I got pregnant at 19, and I had him when I was 20. So I was very young. This was me coming straight out of my first year of college. So I really didn't get any time to develop myself as a woman, or just have that alone time that I feel that all women should have in order to just realize who you are. Those developmental years, I feel like, in your early 20s, where you figure out who you are, you make some mistakes, you get to, just feel yourself out and get that alone time with yourself. I didn't have that, I feel like. So I just went straight into family life. So I couldn't go back to college, of course, because once you jump into the adult world, everything is just going. So at this point, it's like, now I have to maintain my family. I have to work. I have to maintain these bills. I have to maintain these kids. My second child came, it was like a year and 9 months after I had my oldest. So, yeah, it wasn't like back to back, but it was like real close. So, I'm just going through life, being the best mom that I can be, and trying to be the best girlfriend that I can be. And all in all, things weren't working out for me. I couldn't go back to college because, like I said, life keeps going and you got to keep going with it. And it just was no time for that. And barely have any support when it comes to like watching the kids. So it's like, it's either I have a babysitter to go to work, and that's it. Go to work, come home, take care of kids, take care of the house, be a mom, be a girlfriend. So, yeah, I pretty much feel like I lost myself in that. Like I said, I didn't have those early years. I didn't use those to develop myself as a woman. I pretty much just I put myself into the family life, which is something that I always wanted and something I still do want. But I feel like those years could have been used to develop myself. So, just losing myself in that whole process and not knowing what my purpose was. I always felt like the only way you could survive in this world is if you go to college, get a good job, blah, blah, blah. Now my plan was altered because I had kids when I was young. So I'm like, I'm really confident. And if everything else is failing right now, I know that my family is my rock. I got this. This is who I love. This is who I work for, blah, blah, blah. That started not to work out. So it's like, dang, like, I couldn't go back to school. And everybody always had this like scenario or outlook on me, like I'm the smartest, I'm the one with all the good grades. I always did everything right, blah blah blah. And so people are looking at me like, when are you going to get back in school? And not knowing, just life is like kicking my butt right now. Like, I have to keep up with life. I have become a mother. I have a whole household to take care of. So it's like, it just got really hard with trying to figure out what I wanted to do with my life on top of my family life, which is the only thing that I felt like was going right for me. It started to crumble. So, of course, that wears on your mental health. A lot of times I thought like I didn't feel like I didn't feel like I had a place in this world. I really felt lost. I really felt like nobody needed me, or I don't know, like I just didn't have a purpose, or like I was invisible to the world is what I really felt like, because it was like I was just caught in this cycle of just being a mom, being a girlfriend. No, like I didn't take any time for myself to develop myself. So that's just how I was feeling. So things began to get really bad for me mentally. Everything was just way too much for me back in Michigan, and I really just want a clean slate. I wanted to get away from everything, and just clear my mind and give myself a fresh start. So I decided that if the opportunity came, that I would just leave and go to Texas with my mom. Um, of course, she's always been a listening ear for me, going through my situations and things like that. And she will always encourage me, like, you can just move down here and we can, figure everything out. We can do this together. And that's a really big decision, especially with two kids, because you have to think. Like I said, I already in Michigan only had babysitters to go to work. No time, no babysitters to like go out and just like, be me, do adult things and have some time to myself. Never that. So now I'm gonna take some two kids to a whole other environment with even less support, because it's only me and my mom, so even less support. And also like do the whole single mom thing, which I don't mean like I don't get any support from their dad, but just like I can't be like, hey, I'm tired, can you go pick up the diapers? Like, it's none of that, it's all on me. So that was a big thing. And also, with my son having autism, I felt a lot of guilt, like I'm taking him from the resources that he has in Michigan when it comes to autism and taking us to a whole new state. So that was a lot to consider. Um, but I just really got to a point where it's like I have to put myself first. Like, I can't keep doing this. My mental health is like not good. And when you're not good, your household is not good. Also, dealing with a child with autism, I already felt like I was kind of failing as a mom, going through like seeing the signs and stuff that he was going through. Like when he wasn't talking, I'm like, okay, I'm not doing enough as a mom. Like, I feel like a horrible mom. Or when it came to potty training, he's just not getting it. I feel like a horrible mom. All the while not knowing what autism was. But that just affected my mental health, because I was just like, I feel like I'm doing something wrong. Like, I'm not a good mom. Like, this is crazy. Like, this is my first time being a mom and I'm failing. That's just how I felt. So, all of that just wearing on my mental health, being lost, not taking time for myself to develop myself as an individual while being a mother and being a girlfriend. My son having autism and me not knowing what it was, feeling like I was failing as a mom, and just constantly dealing with things that I know don't serve me as a woman. I felt it was time to go. When it comes to me, I just felt like my calling is higher, or I'm just called to do higher things. There's no way that I can stay in a situation that doesn't make me feel confident in myself. You're not helping me. The situation is not helping me with my confidence. It's not helping me in any type of way mentally or with my peace. And I just grew to a point where it's like I have to put my peace first. When you prioritize yourself, you are a better person to everyone. I had to learn a lot about regulating my emotions and stuff, because my son has autism, like I've mentioned. And so he would have meltdowns, and it's like I can't have like I'm sitting here crying in the shower, and my son is like handing me a snack or something, or like I'm depressed and down, but I still have to deal with children. So it's like I can't let them see that. I can't let that rub off on them. Um, I still have to be a mother. So I just felt like, it's best for my kids if I take care of myself and remove myself completely out of a situation that mentally tore me apart. And at the end of the day, I couldn't recognize myself. I couldn't recognize myself. I didn't know who I was. I began to know what I wanted going through the situation. Like, okay, I don't like this. So now I know what I want. It's just time to go get it. So my mom, she started applying for houses after I agreed to move to Texas. She started applying for houses. So I'm still indecisive about moving to Texas. And she's like, really going hard at putting these applications in. Me, on the other hand, I'm like, still 50-50, like I want to stay. And I do want to go and just free myself and just totally remove myself from this environment. So, yeah, we ended up getting a house, and I literally like cried because it's like, even though I'm releasing things that I know I don't want, it's like releasing a whole life that I built. And it's just so crazy because it's like, it's, in a sense, it's what I always wanted, but maybe that's not how my life is supposed to be. So it's like releasing an old life to go into a new life that you don't know, like, what is going to happen. And you're releasing everything that you love so hard to go into this whole other world where you don't know anything, what's going to happen, who you're going to meet, if it's going to work out. You just don't know anything. But I felt like me taking the risk was smarter than me staying in the same situation. My mom always told me insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. So that resonated with me a lot. And I said, you know what? I've tried everything but getting up and walking away. And that's exactly what I did. So, in a sense, it was kind of selfish, but at the end of the day, going throughout these years in this situation, I never thought about myself. I never put myself first. And that just caused me to just break down over the years. So, me being 25, I said it's time out for that. Before I get 30, we're gonna make some big changes. And I can't let my kids see me in certain situations because they're gonna think that certain things are okay, and that's not okay. I'm raising kings. I'm raising somebody's husband. I'm raising somebody's father. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not gonna look at me and say, "Oh, my mom dealt with this, so it's okay to put a woman through this." My mom accepted this, so you should be able to accept this. Not at all. Not at all. I'm really living for my kids. Like people said, I'm really doing that. Like, my kids mean the world to me. So I stand firm on that, and yeah, that's what led me here. And it was a hard decision, and I'm still figuring everything out. But mentally, I'm doing a lot better. Um, just trying to keep going. I know at the end of the day, if my kids knew the situation, they would be proud of me. So I just took a stand for what I want in the future. If you want something, then you have to start operating in that. Like, don't hold yourself back. It might be scary thinking about what's next, but you will never know what's to come in the future. You just have to take them steps. That's it. So, yeah, I just wanted to let anybody know, if you have been through any similar situations, you're not alone. If you're thinking about taking a big step, go ahead and do that. It's not going to be easy. I'm on a healing journey. So that is what this whole like mini series, I'm gonna make it a mini series, that is what this is gonna all be about. Like, my kids are going for the summer, so now we're used to being in a household with all of us, me, their dad, and us. the kids or whatever. So now it's just like co-parenting. So me and the dad are not used to our kids being away from us. So my kids are away from me now for the rest of the summer. So I'm taking some time to myself, dedicate to myself. I'm taking myself out on dates, looking good as much as possible. I'm working, I'm saving, I'm working on things. I am, just taking the time that I should have had when I was younger. I'm taking it now. And it's never too late for you. I just want to let y'all know that. And yeah, if you're thinking about making a big move, do it. Do it. Please do it. I promise you, it's not going to be easy, but nothing that is going to benefit you. I don't know. It's not going to be easy, but all I can say is that it will be rewarding. It will be rewarding in the end. If God sees you putting in that work after you ask for something, like I asked God for peace. Now you have to put the work in for it. What are you going to do? If opportunities present themselves to you, are you going to take that leap or are you not? And I was strong enough to, and I thank God for that. So yeah, now we finna turn that. But anyway, yeah, so we're gonna do like little girl talks and things like that. And then at the end, I'll like take myself out and I'll do a little vlog on that and show you guys where I went. I like to go out to new places to try new food and adventurous places. So I got a list of things that I want to do before my boys get back. So we're definitely going to get into that. At the end of this video, I went to a new restaurant, and yeah, it's in Arlington where I live. So yeah, we are gonna check that out, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Okay, y'all, so I didn't end up going to the restaurant, but I made a pit stop to the Candy Shack. It is a daiquiri shop. It's a drive-through. They messy for all these names on here, but if you get an extra shot in there, you would definitely be messed up. And the drink was really cute. They have candy on top of it, so definitely hit them up if you're in Arlington, Texas. But anyway, y'all, it was good. I'll see y'all in my next video. Oh yeah, and I did stop and I bought me some flowers. These are so cute. If you want some flowers, go just buy them for yourself. Period.